Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. A very warm welcome to everyone. How is everybody today? Great. Well, Stain, the Tourism Economic University, and I are delighted to have the opportunity to giving the entrepreneurship lecture to Arsya School of Management, Bangalore, India. This lecture are going to deal with the art of pitching, especially in developing successful business ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, pitching is making people buy your idea or dream. It is an important skill for every professional to have, no matter whether you are an employee, boss, or entrepreneur. You must be able to pitch to, submit idea sharply and effectively. Pitching goal can vary, ranging from finding partners, looking for investment, or proposing project to supervisor. What is clear? Pitching is always a big gamble. Well, there are some frequent asked questions from partner, investor, or supervisor. What's in it for me? How is the concept of the business? Is it feasible? Have you prepared the business plan? How is the status of industry and competitor? You have to answer them. Can you answer them? Yes, you can prepare for answering the questions. So, successful pitching requires focus on growing respect and trust so that both parties can establish beneficial cooperation. And then you have to competence in identifying opportunities and developing business ideas. Competence in developing business concepts. Competence in business feasibility analysis. Competence in developing a business plan. Competence in industrial analysis and competitor. Well, now let's develop competence for successful business ideas. Start from identify opportunities and generate ideas. Develop a business concept, feasibility analysis, write a business plan, industry and competitor analysis, and again and again. Okay, we can start now. How to identify opportunities and generate ideas. We have theories and principles. The theory: entrepreneurs will emerge and develop if there are economic opportunities. Second, every problem is hidden opportunity. Remember, right? The product gap in the market is a potential business opportunity. And the principles are attractive, timely, rooted, and durable. Well, now let's start for the identifying opportunities and development of ideas in entrepreneurs. There are 5 steps to do this. First, we identify and recognize opportunities by identifying theory and principles, observation of trends, solving problem, and recognize opportunities. Second step is looking for gaps in the market by identify the gap of product, service in the market. Identify the gap of product, service in the market. Identification of market opportunities generated, and identify business names that can be developed. And then step 3, techniques for building ideas. We can start by brainstorming, focus group discussion, library and internet research, and other techniques, customer advisory board, D&D live research. The fourth steps is encourage and maintain ideas by develop focal point for ideas, encourages creativity at the company level, keep the idea from being lost or stolen. Once you get the ideas, then develop business concept. Well, here is an example of how to identify opportunities and develop business idea from your environment or your core business. Here, as an example, you are a student from management school, and that is your core companies actually. On campus, we get many course subjects consisting of many topics. If you pay close attention to almost all the topic you studied can be made as business ideas. Let's look at the example together in the following table. For example, we have course subjects of human resources management. There are some topics like background, mapping of occupation within national qualification framework, competency-based recruitment. Then from this title of the topic, let's see, is there any potential business idea to be services of business? Well, for background, of course not. But for mapping of occupation, yes, we can offer these services. Develop competency-based recruitment? Yes, this we can offer these services. Okay, let's say another course subjects, quality management. You can see principle of QMS. No, you cannot sell this one. Quality management, quality manual and SOP. Yes, we can offer the service of develop quality manual and SOP. And then HACCP plan. Yes, we can offer the service, develop HACCP plan. And then, let's see this topic we're talking about, entrepreneurship. There are some topics like recognizing entrepreneurships cannot be solved. Identify opportunities and generate ideas cannot be solved. Develop a business concept? Yes, we can develop business concept. Feasibility analysis? Yes, we can do it. Write a business plan? Yes, we can sell it. Industry and competitor analysis? Yes, we can sell it. Develop an effective business model? Yes, we can do it. So, there are many topics from the subjects, and during you study in this college or the university or in this school, how many topics you have. So actually there are many business ideas from your core competencies. Well, now when you got an idea, stop talking and start writing. And what are you going to start writing? Well, you have to start writing a business concept or develop a business concept. There are some principles of the business concept. This is ideas for business that include basic information. It is new product or just a new approach. It is material for business plan. Well, there are 5 steps to develop business concept or writing business concept. First, make description of the product or services. We can do by importing information about product features and benefit, type of product features, description of product. And then second step is target market identification, which consists of current customer base, check out your competition, analyze your product or service, choose specific demographic to target, consider the psychographics of your target, evaluation your decision, and additional resources. And the third step is identify the reason for developing the product or benefit of the product or services. By identifying benefit highlight, value of the product or service, show the interest of the consumer. The fourth step is identification of how the product or service is positioned relative to competitor. By identification of the company's position relative to its competitor, differentiation from its competitor. And the fifth step is identify the company's management team. Can be executive leadership like CEO, director, manager, or head, operational manager, quality manager. Well, now I give you a simple form for writing business concept. You can fill this form step by step based on the step developing business concept as I mentioned before. We have a product or service here, you fill here, and then some elements. The first is product that will be made a business concept, described based on the results of interview with client. And the second, target market, identify according to user and product marketing location. And then reason for developing product, identify based on market gaps and opportunities. And number 4, special features. This is identified based on the objective and benefit of the product. And then the 5th, management system. This is identified based on business objective and qualification. Or we can use another model, the business model canvas by Alexander Osterwalder, 2012. We have 9 elements in this business model canvas. First is customer segments is who you help. And then number 2, value propositions, how you help. Customer relationship or how you interact. Channels or how they know and how do you deliver. And then revenue streams or what you get. And then key resources or who you are and what you have. And 7, key activities or what you do. 8, key partner or who help you. And number 9, cost structure or what you give. Well, now we move to feasibility analysis. We have principle for analysis of feasibility is TLOS. T is technology. Is this project technology feasible? And then E, economy. Is the project affordable given the economic resources available? Law, or L, law. Is the proposed business in accordance with the applicable laws and regulations? And then O, operation, or operational, or organization. Is the project in line with the organization operation and objectives? And then S, schedule. With the suggested schedule, is it realistic to expect that the project will be completed online? Well, now we have a diagram for business feasibility analysis. There are 5 steps doing business feasibility analysis. First step is feasibility analysis of products or services. We have 2 items here. Identify the desired level of market for product and service. Identify product or service request directly or online. Second step, feasibility analysis market or industrial targets. We have 2 items here. Identify industry attractiveness and then identify the attractiveness of the target market. The third is feasibility analysis of organizations. Here we have 2 items. Identify management prowess, identify education of resources, and fourth, financial feasibility analysis. We have 3 items here. Identify total initial capital needed, identify the financial performance of similar business, and identify overall financial appeal from the proposed business. And the last step is taking conclusion of analysis. We have 2 items. Identify overall potential from business based on the business part, and then set suggestion to increase potential. Well, again, I give you a tool for analyzing business feasibility. This is the checklist, business feasibility analysis based on the step-by-step analysis I mentioned before. Here we have analysis of business idea, strength for products and services, and the potential, low potential, medium potential, high potential, and the score. The low potential we give score -1, the medium we give score 0, and high potential we give score 1. So you can follow through this checklist step by step from the analysis business idea strength until financial feasibility and overall potential. Okay, now we move to how to write a business plan. There are principles for writing a business plan. First is quality products. Remember, get to know your industry and competitors. Promote your products and services. Build extraordinary staff. Understanding organizational structure and design. Use capital and cash flow wisely. And understand the basic principles of accounting and finance. And respect your customer. Well, let's see the process of the development of business plan. We have 6 steps to develop business plan. First is arranging business description from company data, entrepreneur data, organizational structure, and reasons for choosing a business. And the second step is marketing analysis. We have product, location or place or distribution, price, and promotion. Some people call 4Ps. And then the third step is conduct operational analysis, which is product design and product process. And fourth is analysis of market and competition opportunities. We have to analyze market opportunities and level of competition. The fifth is conduct financial analysis. We have business cost analysis, revenue and business ratio. And the sixth is conduct SWOT analysis. We have strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Well, again, I give you a tool for writing business plan. Here, the formula of writing business plan. You can follow through these items, start from the product or services, and then the step, business plan, description, identify based on the result of interview with client, marketing analysis, identify based on 4Ps, and then operational analysis, identify by product and production, and then market and competition analysis done by opportunities and level of competition, and then financial analysis and SWOT analysis. Follow through this form and then you can have business plan. Okay, now we move to next topic, industrial and competitor analysis. We have principle that by identifying the company's competitor, assessing competitors, and determining which competitor should be pursued and avoided, the company will be ready to enter the market by knowing its advantages and disadvantages. The purpose of this analysis is determine the position of the company or strategic business unit in an industry within the existing market structure so that the company or strategic business unit can properly defend itself from the 5 attracting forces that influence those forces for the benefit of the company. Well, let's look at the diagram of industrial and competitor analysis. We have 2 steps which are industrial analysis and competitor analysis. For the industrial analysis, we have 3 items here. The first is trend of industry is identified based on trends and status. Second, 5 competitive strength model are identified based on threats. And then the types of industry and opportunity they offer are identified based on industry condition. For the competitor analysis, we go on from the industrial analysis. Competitors are identified by type and threat. And the fifth, competitor intelligence sources are identified based on information access opportunity activities. And the last, competitive analysis grading are completed based on the results of the previous analysis. Well, again, I give you a tool. It is a checklist analysis of industrial competitor. So this checklist developed based on the step-by-step developing or analyzing of industrial and competitor. You can follow through this checklist, start from industry trends identified based on the trend and status, and then the competitive strength model identified based on threat, and then types of industry and opportunities they offer, identified based on industry condition, and then competitors identified by type and threat, and the fifth competitor, intelligence resources or sources, identified based on information access opportunity activities, and the sixth competitive analysis grading is completed based on the results of the previous analysis. And the last, of course, recommendation set to deal with industrial and competitor environment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in developing successful business ideas, we are not only able to identify opportunities and develop business ideas and get business idea, but we must go through until they are ready to be implemented. They are when you get a business idea, then immediately create a business concept. Do a feasibility analysis, and if feasible, immediately make a business plan and do an analysis of industry and competitor. Do this cycle several times. This will improve your competencies and character of entrepreneurship. This, the art of pitching, developing successful business idea. While preparing business idea, you are also preparing yourself to jump to be entrepreneur, at least as self-employee or as a business facilitator. And thank you very much. Have a good time. Bye-bye.